Hi guys, welcome to my latest video. Today we will cover one of a pilot's worst nightmares called spinning. Well, if you're not an aerobatic pilot, spinning is one of the worst things that can occur in flight, and yeah, how to handle it may save your life, really. Many pilots have crashed and subsequently died because of an incorrect handling of spinning, so we will have a look at how to handle when you're unintentionally spinning. One warning in advance: never, really never, guys, commence an intentional spinning. Most aircraft aren't even built for spinning, but it may happen that you are spinning unintentionally, and then you have to know how to react proper and quick. So this is what we will cover tonight. So we're back in our Cessna 152. We're flying over northern Germany at an altitude of about 4,200 feet, and as you can see, flight visibility is not that good today. So for our today's scenario, we can imagine that we are going to enter the traffic pattern, and there's one aircraft flying ahead very slowly. So what to do? Well, overtaking in a traffic pattern is one of the no-goes in aviation, so we have to slow down a bit. This is exactly what we're going to do. Our indicated airspeed, as you can see, is about 100 knots indicated, and we have to slow down. So before slowing down, I pull my carpet. You can hear the RPM drop. Take back the throttle. I pull some elevator to keep my altitude, and my aircraft is getting slower. So we're reaching that area on our airspeed indicator, so it's time for first flaps. Immediately push a bit in order to counter the lift. Okay, we're descending a bit, and we're getting slower and slower. But unfortunately, our aircraft in front is even slower than 70 knots, so we have to get slower and slower again. Okay, so I put full flaps. We're about 60 knots. Okay, as you can see, we're getting very slow. The flight visibility is not that good. Maybe we'll get a bit unattentive, and then we have to commence the first turn to the crosswind leg. We're getting slower and slower. We hold our altitude, we are getting still slower. We start our turn, applying aileron, and suddenly we begin to spin. Okay, as you can see, we're descending with about 2,000 feet per minute. Let's check it from the outside. This is one fucking nightmare. So let's pause this a bit. How to handle the situation properly. At first, shall we apply full throttle? Shall we pull the elevator trim? The elevator. Or shall we reduce the flaps? Let's try it out. At first, we apply the throttle. Okay, and as we can see, we're descending and turning faster and faster, so I put it back to idle. So, shall we push the throttle? Uh-oh, we're reaching the ground even faster and faster.
2,500.
So, this can't be the solution.
2,000.
Flaps? Okay, we're sacking. So, what to do? Let's pause it again. All three solution suggestions are obviously not correct. So, what if you occur a spin? Always remember the following principle. It's called PARE. PARE means power idle, aileron neutral, rudder to the opposite, and finally elevator neutral. For these reasons I remove the throttle and we keep the spin going. So the first thing, our power is already idle. Our elevator is neutral, and then let's apply opposite rudder to the direction of spin. Keep your elevator
500.
neutral, and as you can see, we slowly end our spin. Okay, when you're under control, apply some throttle, and don't forget your carbeat, of course. Flaps are already in. Retract them gradually, not at once, and as soon you're under control, you can use your aileron too. So, we started at about 4,300 feet. We're now on 1,500. So as you can see, we've lost a lot of altitude. In traffic patterns, our AGL level is around 1,000. So we descended with about 2,000 feet maximum. So you got 30 seconds before crashing on the ground. You have to handle the situation properly and damn quickly. So let's repeat what to do. The principle is called PARE. Power idle, aileron neutral, rudder to the opposite of the spin direction, and elevator neutral, and you will recover your spin. This is the row how to handle it. So let's talk about why shall we apply power, aileron, rudder and elevator. Let's first check out the power. As we've seen that when we're in a spin and we're applying the throttle, the spin is turning faster and faster. So pull the throttle in order to slow down the spin. Why shouldn't we apply aileron in order to counter our spin? Well guys, do not forget, we are stalling. And when we're stalling, there's no airstream over your wings, so your aileron is completely useless. Why shall we apply rudder opposite to the direction of spin? It's the only way to cover your spin. So this is the most important step to do. Apply rudder, not aileron. It's maybe your instinct, but do not apply the aileron. Apply the rudder with your feet. So you have to be aware in what direction am I spinning, to the left or to the right, and apply the opposite rudder. This is way important. And finally, why shall I leave my elevator neutral? Well, we've seen pushing the elevator brings us faster to the ground. Pulling the elevator will not increase our airspeed. And what's one important thing to do when stalling? We have to regain airspeed. This is why you leave your elevator neutral. We've tested the situation on a very safe flight altitude with reduced visibility, but remember the situation in a traffic pattern, 1000 AGL, maybe it's raining, maybe the clouds are low and the flight visibility is reduced too. This is one situation that will make you dead very likely. So therefore, whenever you occur a spin, remember the PARE principle: power throttle, aileron neutral, rudder opposite and elevator neutral, and you will get out of this fucking situation. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you will never get into a spin, but if you will hopefully know how to salute it, and therefore good flight and happy landings. Bye bye.